Homelessness is the worst housing option. People choose homelessness when there is really no other choice to make. People who are homeless in Vancouver represent every race, certainly every ethnicity. Most homeless people are poor because they are suffering from at least one disability and often many disabilities. I think there is an assumption that primarily all homelessness is in the downtown east side, and really there are at least as many people living outside of the downtown east side in a state of complete homelessness.
I think we do see it on the west side. We see it on the streets when we go to the shops. We see the trolleys. They choose to be here because this is an area that's much safer for them, and they wouldn't leave it.
It's very important to be building housing for homeless people in places like Dunbar and Kitsilano and even Kerrisdale. This is their community, it is their neighborhood. They're very rooted there, they know people in the community and people care about them. A group who is doing really wonderful work is the West Side Outreach Group. This is a group of churches who've come together and they are doing outreach in the streets to their homeless neighbors to make sure that they get homes that are being built for them in their neighborhood.
We came up with this process of having the agencies come here, and this has worked well for us because these guys can get all of their paperwork filled out, they get all their interviews done, and at the same time it gives these people a feel for who they are almost on their own ground.
Having everybody bring a piece to the table, you get a better picture of what this particular scenario is about. It just allows the health people to be at the table, it allows the police to be at the table, so just helping with that kind of information has got to be better than doing it in isolation of that.
We can't afford to build all the housing by ourselves. So we need partnerships with business and partnerships with senior levels of government. We need partnerships with medical facilities, and most of all, we need ordinary people to volunteer their time.
Hi, how are you doing? What's your name? Leslie. Hi, Leslie. I'm Celine. This is the Kitsilano Community Centre Command Station, and it's the day of the homeless count. So we're looking for people that are living outside, living rough. We divide the city into kind of 4 geographic areas, and this is the command centre where all of the volunteers come, and they're given a bit of a briefing. They pick up their information packages. We send them out, and then they come back and they return all of their material. For the last count, we had roughly about 300 volunteers. The City of Vancouver have a priority of ending street homelessness by 2015, and so it's important to kind of understand where we are, how quickly homelessness is growing, so we get a better sense of where they're from, the kinds of physical or mental health issues that they're dealing with, which allows not only the city but the province and others to respond in terms of services that are provided.
One guy was going on a bike and he's like, count me in, I just have to go. And he, running along, giving all the details. Fortunately, I was on a bicycle too, so it was more like a casual conversation.
Hi, how did it go?
Good.
Yeah? All right. This is a regional count, so it's good for the City of Vancouver to understand where our numbers are, but it's also really critical for other municipalities in the regions to see how homelessness is growing in their neighborhoods and to really look at it from a regional perspective.
When people are living in the street with shopping carts or bicycles, they don't want to give up all of their worldly possessions for a single night in a warm environment, so they sleep outside. But if we can say, well, bring your bike in and bring your shopping cart, they'll be safe here, people come in.
Okay.
People phone up and say, there's a homeless guy here, a homeless guy there, so I'll go out and maybe have a visit with him and see what kind of get the breakdown of what's going on. And basically what I need to do is, get their source of income, their ages, all that kind of personal information that doesn't really go anywhere, but it helps me kind of formulate a plan for their housing.
I was working, had a good job, and I got stabbed. I got stabbed 3 times. And that kind of put me behind the 8 ball, lost where I was living, so I was hospitalized for 2 months. And I couldn't do anything. So I end up on the streets again. But now I'm stuck in a position where I do need a little bit of help.
So where are you going to now?
Well, they send me down to the park. Now the park's okay, it's out of the East End, but it's borderline. And as far as SROs go, what I understand, it's one of the most sought after SROs people want to get into. This ain't going on YouTube, is it? Good old BA, yeah? I still got a sense of humor.
We know that street homelessness can be ended. Vancouver didn't always have a homeless population. I personally know, because I've been taking people in and housing them for 20 years, that if we partner together, all of us, and keep moving in the same direction, we're going to be successful.